Hi, it's Ash. Welcome to my growing YouTube community of fellow runners that want to look after our bodies, especially post-run. So this is going to be a nice post-run stretch where we can bring your body back in balance, so your central nervous system starts to calm down, we recover your breathing so we get some nice oxygen into the body, and we give those muscles a nice well-earned squish and stretch and a bit of supple recovery, keeping them healthy so that we can run for longer, we can keep running and stay healthy in our running routine. So we're going to start on our hands and knees and we're going to work our way through a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So we're going to just have a little bit of a wiggle and settle into the wrists, into the shoulders, into the spine, into the knees, just have a settle down. And we'll keep this practice nice and dynamic because dynamic stretching is the most effective in such a short space of time. So we're going to press the belly to the floor, chin to the chest and round through the back as you breathe out. Really stretch those shoulder blades, back of the ribs, and then start to bring the head up and press the belly button towards the floor. Really think about tucking and tilting the pelvis, so you really work into that pelvis and breathing in as you do that. Breathing out, chin to your chest and round through your back again, squeeze the belly button up towards the spine, and then breathing in, press the belly button to the floor. Nice, smooth movement, lifting the chin and chest up. And you just work your way through that movement a few times in your own inhale and exhale now, so I won't guide you too much. Here, as we go through this practice, as a little yoga post-run stretching guide, almost like Yoda. So just chin to your chest, around through your back, squeeze out, press the belly to the floor. So again, that movement is really working some nice fluid into the discs in between the vertebrae. Okay, and then we're just going to start to just come back to the centre. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to get a nice side stretch. So we're just going to push the left shoulder forwards, pull the right shoulder back towards the right hip, and just look over the right shoulder towards the right foot, like a dog looking at its tail. And just stretch that left rib area. Come over to the other side, push the right shoulder forwards, left shoulder back, and open up that right rib area on the right side, look towards the left foot. And just make this a slow, easy, so don't overstretch it. As you just go left and right with this movement, a little bit of a pause, breathe into that nice space in the side of the body, and then exhale over to the other side. So really nice, because as we get rotational forces going through the body as we run, the ribs and the side of the body can get a little bit stiff, a little bit tight, maybe a little bit achy. So we just breathe and move some space into that, make it feel a bit more soft and supple. Okay, and then last one. Coming back through to hands and knees, we're going to tuck the toes and we're going to work our way into a nice downward facing dog now. So push the hips into the air and push the heels towards the floor, but just start with a bent knee, bent knees, and just start to push the head a little bit more towards the knees, and then slowly work into a pedal. So push the left heel, so a nice straight strong left leg as you bend the right knee, push the right heel as you straighten the right leg and bend the left knee, and you go through a nice slow stretchy pedal through that now in your own inhale and exhale. Maybe it feels good to take a nice exhale, or maybe a nice sigh, a growl, a grunt, whatever feels good to just get out of your body, what your body needs to get out. We're bringing everything back into balance, because during our run, depending on how intense your run was, we can create lots of stress in the body. The brain gets overly stressed, the central nervous system's like, Rah! Let's bring it back in balance. Slowly start to come to the knees, and then this time what we're going to do is rock back towards the heels, keeping the toes tucked under so we can stretch the toes and the arches of the foot. Again, if you're going to where I am now and you're going, and your toes are going, no, I don't want to go there, just come a little bit further, hips off the heels. So the more intensity, the lower we go with the hips to the heels, the more intense it is. So the higher we can come off those, we can reduce the intensity. So find the right amount, and then just get a slow little bouncy pulse with this. So again, I'm thinking, in my mindset, I'm thinking massage, suppleness, softness, easing, recovery, healing the body, rather than a really kind of aggressive bounce for the sake of it that's mindless. So have the mindset of being kind and helping your body recover. The toes are so important in running. The arches of the feet are so important. They absorb shock. The toes push off, and each big toe takes about 40% of your body weight. So between the two toes, you're taking 80% of your body weight. So we need to give them a good stretch. Keep the range of motion healthy and keep those tissues supple. As we come forwards now, we're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand and then just let that right hip sink down. If you don't feel like you've got a stretch at the top of the right thigh and the hip flexor area, you can take that back knee backwards. If it's too intense, bring the knee forwards. And then just find, again, a little bit of a movement and massage. Go left and right. Just keep the shoulders relaxed. Breathe and smile. It should feel good to just massage and move your body. And like I said, if you're new to my videos, dynamic stretching is the most effective for such a short space of time for stretching, because we are breathing, we are moving, we are effectively saying to the central nervous system to reset. And when we breathe and we relax and we squish and we dynamically stretch, we can change the perception in the brain of where our body should go. So at the end of the range, we can just encourage it to go a little bit deeper if we relax and breathe. Okay, and we're going to walk the hands to the knee at the back now. And as we do that, we're going to start to straighten this right leg. So get into the hamstrings, which do, again, a lot of pulling work, do a lot of work as we run. Dig the heel in, and then just get that nice, good pull. And then we're going to, if we could, okay, so keep the knee bent. So again, the more bent the knee is, the less intense it will be. So find the right amount of intensity. Left hand to the outside of the left hip. And then bring the right hand down the shin, the ankle, or towards the toes. And just get a really slow little push of the toes away, pull the toes up. Push the toes away, pull the toes up. If you can't get here comfortably, even with a bent knee, just stay here forwards and just rock backwards and forwards with that. Or maybe on the hands. So again, find the right amount of intensity for you, so not aggressive, forceful pushing. Keep breathing. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. If you can, let the exhales be longer than the inhales. It's nice to take a sigh out every now and then as well. Okay, good stretch again. Nice, supple, fluid movement. Stretching dynamically. And then walking back towards the top of the mat. And as we bring the hands into the floor, step the left foot backwards. Feel the difference between the left and the right side. It feels so good. Okay, we're going to rock the hips towards the heels. As we come up, we're going to step the right foot up towards the right hand. Bring that, again, that left hip down towards the floor. Have a little bit of a wiggle and move and massage. Keep breathing as you do this. So you can go forwards, back, side to side, open up the knee. Just explore what feels good and breathe. Try and relax the upper body. Okay, and so if you're enjoying this practice, really simple ways that you can support my channel, and it's totally free for you. But ways of supporting my channel is just to press the like button at the end of the video. Leave me a comment, so pressing a comment and just saying, if you're not sure what to put thanks for the video, Ash. Share this click the little share link and send it to somebody that would benefit. So I want a friend that would like to stretch, and subscribe to the channel if you're not. So those are really simple, free ways that you can support my channel. And I do appreciate it. It's the way that my channel is able to keep growing, and I do really appreciate that. We're reaching more runners together. We're creating a good community, so thank you for that. So we're going to walk the hands to the knee at the back and dig the heel in. Again, keep the knee bent if you're feeling quite tight in the hamstrings. If you're feeling okay, you can go. We don't want a fully straight leg there, so keep a slight bend. If this is good for you, stay here. And again, you can just push toes forwards, push toes back. Bring the right hand to the outside of the right hip, and then if it's okay, again, you can go hand down, left hand down the shin, the ankle, or the toes, and get a really slow little massagey pulse with that again. And keep breathing, keep the shoulders relaxed. So some nice space to help stretch and feel free, lighter. Get that head space as well as physical space, so that you can feel refreshed and ready to start the rest of your day. Okay, and then walking the hands back onto the mat, walk the hands to the top of the mat as you bring your foot down, and step that right foot backwards. And then just slowly rock the hips towards the heels. We're going to work into the lower back one more time. Walk the hands towards the top of the mat. And if we can, we're going to go into an upward facing dog. So bending the elbows, pulling the shoulders back. But if you feel like, oh, that's too much, come down into a sphinx pose. Press the elbows into the floor. Lift the chin and chest. So wherever you are, take a little bit of a squeeze of the bum to support the pelvis. Breathe. and relax. Just notice how nice it feels to slow right down, which is maybe in complete contrast to how you was running. So it's, again, bringing that balance back in. Well done. One more breath in, and as you breathe out, send the hips backwards, touch the toes again, knees open, forehead to the floor. Just take a nice pause. So again, you can stay here for a few moments. This is the end of the practice. So you should feel a lot better, a lot nicer, a lot more squished and stretched. Again, the ways that you can support my channel. And I do keep asking, because it is the most important way for my channel to keep reaching other runners, is to thumbs up, give it a like, comment to let me know you enjoyed it, share it with a fellow running friend, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And that's this practice. You can stay here. I'm going to come up and just say thank you, and I shall see you in the next video.